We back, man.
Bizak.
I'm back.
Good to see you, nigga.
I know.
Ninja. I've been trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
everybody been on me
Because you've
saying.
been going to church every Sunday?
Yeah, and everybody
Okay.
been on me saying I need to stop saying the N-word so much. So I'm trying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you being very intentional with your words?
Very
Trying to be.
intense.
I'm trying to be, Shawnee.
Okay.
How was vacation though?
Vacation was amazing. I still have one more in October, and then I'm done until New Edition concert in January and again in March. But,
All right.
Yeah,
Going to see Ronnie DeVoe?
twice.
You nasty.
Maybe 3 times, but twice so far booked.
Oh, wow.
my
Wow.
gosh.
Okay, now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How was your weekend, boss?
Busy, but great.
Busy.
Busy, but great, bro.
Yeah, we got a lot of things we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah.
We got a
How was
special
your
guest
weekend?
here. Oh, my weekend? It was cool. I went to this gospel concert on Saturday at it was this local joint choir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was at
Malcolm
Friendship.
Choir still sing?
Nah, the Malcolm joint was 2 weeks ago.
2
Girl,
weeks
she
ago,
said
okay.
choir.
Yeah, I went to
still
that
sing.
one too. That one was dope.
Yeah.
This one was I think they called God's Purchase.
Go
Oh,
on.
yeah, I know guys, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
They was still singing.
Yeah,
That's
that
what's
was at Friendship. It's pretty dope. Yeah,
Friendship,
dope.
friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, I went to the mall. Of course, you know what I'm
You
saying.
did
All right,
not.
here we go.
I did.
Moving
I
on.
stay in there.
What?
It is what it
What
is.
did you get?
Don't judge.
I am.
Don't judge.
What did you get?
Just it's winter time, so we winter shopping right now. You know.
So
Right.
you don't have nothing from last winter and
I
last,
do
last
tons of
winter
stuff.
and
I
last,
just like new
last,
stuff.
last winter?
I like variety. You feel me?
That's what's up.
You want to have a
Nope. I sure don't.
You don't want to have
Nah,
a sale?
no,
Yeah.
I don't.
A
All right,
sale?
we got a special guest here today. This your friend. You brought her here today. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So are you going to introduce her today, or
You
going
can-
because you always try to
you-
play me? Like
You do a great job. Go ahead and do your job. I don't do that ever.
Okay, all right. But you know what I do? I always have them introduce themselves. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, 'cause,
I'm
yeah.
glad you're here today.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying?
Thank you.
We love having new guests at the Vision Podcast, so we can. I like learning new information because, like you informed me in there. I do remember you from back in the day,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen you in a lot of years. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
They still the same.
Same.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know-
Black
Yeah.
don't crack.
you get to catch the audience up, get to catch me up, so we can. I'm gonna dig into your business a little bit.
Okay, no
if
worries.
that's okay.
That's no problem.
So yeah, first, tell our audience, your name and you know what I'm saying, what you do.
Okay, well, people know me. Some people know me. I'm Natasha Manning, Dr. Natasha Manning, actually.
Okay, dog.
Okay,
dog.
I usually don't say that, but I don't. I've been a nurse for over 15 years. Became a nurse practitioner. Got my master's in 2 years. Got my doctorate in 18 months. So I just been grinding. Trying to stay connected with the community. I'm a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So we do our community, service, and I just love my people, and I love giving back. Giving back to my underserved areas and communities.
That's what's up.
Trying to make my community better. I can only be a change agent. Can't do it by myself,
For
but
sure. Yeah.
that's what I like to do.
All right, so I don't know how familiar you are with with our platform, but we like to go back. We like to go in the DeLorean, if you're familiar with, you know what I'm saying, Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? So go back in time a little bit.
We need the sound.
Yeah. So, so take us back to how was your growing up? Like, how was childhood for you?
Oh man, childhood was excellent. There's nothing I would change about my childhood at all. I grew up. My parents were at the time considered immigrants from Jamaica. Big up to Jamaica, praying for the safety of my friends and family. But I grew up in a well-disciplined, grounded type of household. You know what I mean? Don't take things for granted. Don't worry about monetary things. Stay prayed up. You know what I mean? As far as growing up, I love my neighborhood. I still got the same friends. We've been friends since we've been 5 years old. We still go on trips.
So, what neighborhood did you grow up in?
Well, I don't know if they consider that University District now. It was over there, right there. But, everything is different now. But I grew up right there in Langfield. Got my peoples in Langfield Projects. I grew up 2 streets away from there on Martha.
Okay.
So the Kensington area.
Okay.
Back in the day, we had the Bailey style posse and stuff that back then, in that area. But things were different, and there's nothing I would change about my childhood. I wish we can go back to those times when I
Yeah.
look at times now.
For sure.
You know, like I said, the same friends. Because when we said we was friends, we were friends. So we have 40-something years of friendship still to this day. You know what I mean? And I still go see some of my old neighbors and things like that. I actually moved back into my childhood home in 2023 when my father passed away. So I'm back there. And then my other friend, her mother passed away. She moved back into her parent house. So it's like we all came back together, you know. And we still for one another. We still there for one another. So you know, and it's good to see the kids growing up in the same street and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was grounded.
Yeah. I mean, our era was the best era. I tell you,
It was.
it was the best era.
It was. It was.
It is what it is.
I tell my kids that. I said, you know, you guys could never have grown up in our time.
Nah.
You know, we had a childhood.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like recently, my son, he went to, one of his friends was having a Halloween party. He gets there, like, he pulls up, he sees a whole bunch of cops. This was supposed to have been in Amherst, right? So he said it was a lady there standing with her hands folded. Must have been the one that called the police because of news noise or whatever. And I said, see, back in the day, people had house parties and no one complained long as it wasn't nothing going on. I grew up in a time, like I said, you know, from back in the day.
Right.
We had my friend's father had house parties and no one disturbed. There was no drama, no fights, no nothing. So it's a different, you know, I'm glad I grew up in the time that I grew up in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
You know?
So when we started this platform, me, Shy, Shawnee, and my man Mac, who's not here right now, because you know he's probably filming a film with Denzel Washington or something.
Or out of the country.
You know what I'm saying? Or out the country in Canada.
Not Denzel. Denzel.
Right. Or Denzel.
Denzel.
Big ups to him.
Yeah. But so we base it about vision. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I think everything starts with a vision, especially when you're talking about, you know, doing things as far as your career and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
So take us back to like high school, because I say high school because that kind of like, I know for me that's when I started figuring things out, like what I wanted to do. So like ninth grade, like did you have a idea, or you know what I'm saying, like how was high school for you? When did you know what I mean, how was the whole high school?
High school was
transition
cool.
for you?
You know, high school was cool, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like, you know, freshman, sophomore year, you know, I think we all lived in the facade of being, oh, we're going to be a doctor or lawyer that everybody thought about. Was I that focused then? No. You know what I mean? I knew I wanted to be able to provide and make money and be able to shop when I want to.
Right.
You understand? But did I have that focus? No. Because really my career started off in business. I was a mortgage underwriter until 2003. You understand? So that was a whole different from what I'm in now, you know what I mean? But I said, okay, business, high school might sound good or whatever. And then, you know, went to college freshman year. I can tell you I probably wasted about 2 semesters, wasted money in college.
Yeah.
Because, again, you coming from high school, you have the freedom. You're not really thinking focus.
Right.
Because even though in our time of going to school, there wasn't a big push on to focus on other careers, trades or anything like that.
Right.
So it wasn't until my sophomore year that I said, okay, now, college parties is done. Can't do no more of those. Your GPA is suffering. What you gonna do? You got to think about something now. So that's when I kind of got like a focal point where I said, okay, now I'm gonna get into healthcare, because, you know, I was doing CNA, certified nurse's assistant, and I seen different things going on, and being in healthcare, I saw the disparities going on between my community and other communities, right? So I said, okay, now maybe I can get in here and help change some of this, you know? So that's when I kind of gravitated to that, to healthcare. But it was late in college. I can't say in high school I was like, yes, I am going to be a doctor, nurse practitioner. Nah. No. I was all over the place.
Yeah. So even like when you was a senior?
Oh, senior year too. Senior year, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to study something.
Yeah.
But like I said, once we got to college and we saw those college parties.
Yeah.
it was all fun.
Yeah.
You know, and now you out of your parents' home, really. You can stay out later. You can party.
Yeah.
We going to everything, after hours parties, you know what I mean? So, you know, you feeling the life. You're not really thinking about
It's a fact.
the severity, you know, what you want to do later on. You kind of had an idea, but I wasn't grounded, focused. When I look back, I wish I would have did that a little bit, because I would have saved a lot of money by now.
Right.
But, you know, it's a learning lesson, and I wouldn't change anything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I learned a lot from those different experiences.
That's what's up. It's like, no, I was going to say, you know, the work that goes into what you've done in nursing and being a doctor, like, tell people the times they have to sacrifice, because some people hear it and think it's easy. You know, my sister is one, so I know it's a lot of sacrifice, time for kids, life, you know. Just speak on that.
Yeah, because like watching like my firstborn, I had to see his first steps on a video. Somebody texted me, I'm in clinical. So on certain things, that's why I said I would not do anything that'll jeopardize me losing my license or thing, because I sacrificed so much, like you said, time with my kids, you know, and family to be what I am now. You know what I mean? So I never take it for granted, but I would never allow someone to disturb my peace or just put me in a situation where,
Talk about it.
you know what I mean, a situation where I lose my license over foolishness.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Now, what about being a black woman in it? You know what I'm saying? That right there, because I know, you know, I ain't going to put my sister out there, but, you know, a lot of times we would talk, she would cry, like she went through a lot of racial things. She was like, yo, like, they
the
do anything.
microaggressions.
Right, all of that.
All of that.
'Cause they want you to
So
get off of the
I'm not
path.
going to call a facility name, but we can kind of narrow it down. It's still political. And it was 2 black nurses. It was myself, and it was a gentleman. So, you know, we both getting it, because he a male nurse. So, but he was older. He was probably 50 at the time, and I was like 20-something. And, you know, the questions that will come from some of those people that don't look like us, you know what I mean, and try to test our intelligence. So how I shut down, I remember we were all in like a little area, like lounge area, and they like, oh, Natasha, how did you get here? You know, this and third. So I already knew what that was, but I had to tell them, see, I had to go down the street around the corner to show that I'm just as good as you, or even better.
Come on.
When you walked right through the door.
That's a difference.
So what they told you that I had to have a year of med surge experience, but yet and still you could go to this same place and get hired right away. You understand? Because of who you are and what you look like.
Right.
You understand? But then in there, they try to test your intelligence. You know, so I'll play dumb with you for a little bit, but then I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, because I know you trying to test to see what I know. But I went through that, you know, because once he was done, I was the only black one. So now the challenge is there.
Yeah,
you know what I understand?
now,
But you're not going to play me because I know what I stand on.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean?
See, that's
I
not
had
a
more
business.
experience. That's how I got here.
Come on.
So I asked the people who hired me how I got here. You know what I mean? But I'm going to show you better than I can tell you in my work. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the operating room. You understand? And I'm showing them, oh, okay, yeah, this, that, and the third. And I'm going to show you what I could do surge tech work that they take 2 years. I had to learn in 6 months to do the same thing y'all doing. And I can trade off with
spicy.
you.
Talk
You understand?
spicy.
You understand? But
like the
I had to come off with that. I'm going to show
Right,
you that
I'ma
I
show
could
you.
do that. But it was still those microaggressions that they try to put you in those situations that they think you can't get yourself out of. But I showed them.
Okay, I got last question. I don't want to take a while. So this is outside of it, right?
Yeah.
So how is it, because I always ask people that in this type of profession, like how do you be out normally? Say if you and Shawty going to the movies or out to eat, like when do you turn that switch off? Because they say if somebody coughing or something, like do you operate, you say, oh, that person right there look like, because you have a medical eye that we don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me and Ty do music. When you probably don't hear what we hear though. We like, that ain't it, but that's hot. We like, so like how do you operate in that? And are you allowed to, if someone having a medical issue or something, are you allowed to step in? Like
So
what's the laws and
so
rules?
I have we take an oath to do no harm, right? There was a time where people would not step in because of afraid to be sued, but then they came up with this Good Samaritan law that protects us. You understand?
Okay.
So I could jump in, but sometimes I'll let to see if somebody else is going to step in before I just jump in. Now, I do have my nurse Betty, people call me, you know, things where if I see something going on with you, you know, I make suggestions, or I might say, oh, no, that don't sound right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'll make a suggestion like, hey, you may need to talk to your doctor, ask your doctor this. Because I'm not just going to let nobody suffer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but my oath, I stick by that. I'm not going to do any harm to anybody at all. You know what I mean? So I'm able to step in, or I step back and make suggestions, or I observe. I'm always observing. You know what I mean? With friends and family, I'm like sitting there like, okay, now, how long you had that cough for? You know what I mean? What you doing about it? You know what I mean? Or I'm like asking them questions. You coughing up this? What it look like? You know?
Yeah.
Because I want you to be better. I ain't gonna sit there and let you suffer. You know, whether you're a friend or a family, you could be somebody. Anything. I'm gonna still look. You know what I mean? And then if I have to step in, then I have to step in. But otherwise than that, I know how to switch it off. If we out in the club or whatever and something going on, I know to stay in my place until something is really needed for me to step in. You know what I mean? But I'm like a chameleon. I'm going to adapt anywhere I go.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what scares me is the students at my place of employment talk about money more than like patient care, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I can't wait to graduate so I can travel and I can be a travel nurse and I can make and I can, and I just be like, Jesus, please don't let me get sick.
Okay, it's funny you say that because I still teach part-time too. But I remember at this one institution I was at, they were fourth semester students. Mm-hmm. They were graduating in May. For some reason, the teacher stopped in like January, February. So we doing clinicals because I'm teaching. We in clinicals, so we in the real world. Like, hey, and I take them to a unit, and they said, I don't know how to do that.
And
what's that? Semester? Fourth semester, about to graduate.
Oh man.
So I'm like, So I called one of my friends that's a manager. She was a manager at ECMC. I called her. I said, look, I need to bring some students on your unit because she was on a step-down unit. And I said, I need to bring things. She said, sure. We always would. I said, okay. Now, I told my students, they kept asking me, oh, Miss Manning, when are we going to, when is our teaching plans doing? All paperwork. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's not gonna help you when you get out here in this real world. I need to know that when you walk into this room, I'm not expecting you to be, you're not God. You're gonna make mistakes, you're human. But you have to have some type of foundation to say, recognize something is going on. It was nothing. They were going to the room to go get stuff to bathe the patients, and I said, wait a minute. This is not what you're going to be doing. I need for you to, if something is going on, you see a person that's sitting there frozen, what you going to do?
Right.
So, so I took them on the floor, and taught them some things. I know they weren't going to learn until they actually got to wherever they were going to be hired at. But I'm like, you're going to learn something here because if it's me in the bed or your family member or somebody else, I want to know that you have some kind of idea of being able to take care of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I have one of my students to this day. She's at Emory down in Atlanta at one of the best hospitals. And she says, she thanks me because she said that she can honestly say what she learned in that one semester was more than she learned in the 1.5 years that she was in the program.
That's insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
That is.
So that's why I'm in teaching, taking time out, because I want it to get back to bedside care, because that's not what they're teaching now.
Right.
You understand? And people think that it's about money, and you could do well. Don't get me wrong, but healthcare is no more about treatment. It's business. Mm-hmm. It's about money transaction. Yeah. You can make a lot of money, but what's your conscience gonna be like? Mm-hmm. You understand? And you could get burned out real fast if you're thinking about money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be a part of that change agent to be like, it's not always about money. All money is not, my motto, all money ain't good money. I've walked away from a lot of high-paying jobs because I know I'm not going to put myself in this situation just for money.
Right.
Because it ain't worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I care about what my conscience and my morals and how I was raised to take care of people by the best you can. You understand? I'm not going to do it just because of money. Get you in and out because of money. We got to get you out. No, that's craziness.
And I always tell the clinical instructors, like, be the clinical instructor that you wish you had.
Exactly.
So if you had a bad experience, come in here, be that person that you wish you had, and help these students, because I hate hearing that in the hallways. I'm telling you,
because it's become
burns my bun.
It is. It's you know, healthcare has always been a business. It's always been a business. Let's keep it 100. That's the end of business, make money. Yeah. But now with all the healthcare changes and everything like this, everything is about money. Treatment is not the biggest priority. Right. You know what I mean? Because if it was so, then people wouldn't be revolving in and out for the same thing.
Yeah.
What was your take on COVID? Like, I mean, that was impacted us still to this day, I think forever.
I bumped down to work as a nurse because of the staffing, and you know, people were like not dropping like flies, but people were getting sick and nobody knew what it was. You know what I mean? Until the shutdown, we didn't really know what it was. People just thought it was like a high variant of flu, and people was just getting sick and it was spreading. But I was working in oncology, so for me, mentally, I can say for me that it was very taxing on my mental health, because I'm here not knowing what it is. I have taken care of somebody that a basic cold can take them out. Now we have something that nobody knows what it is. And here I go. I have to try to keep you calm, keep myself calm, you know, be conscious that I got to go home because my father is 70 years old, you know what I mean? And then I have kids, and I had a husband at the time. So I'm like, I got to think about this and still maintain my mental health with you, because I don't want you as a patient to freak out, because I can't give you the answers that you're looking for. None of us can. So to me, it was just that, you know, in different, what we call modalities, that means different parts of healthcare, it was trying. It was a trying time, and hopefully we don't have to go back to that, you know what I mean? But again, we see with the changes, CDC, that's the police of disease in the world. And we got people getting fired from there. So what's going to happen when another variant comes around? Because everybody knows things mutate over time.
Absolutely.
You understand? So as things are mutating and people playing in the petri dishes and not take into account what might happen when you playing in that petri dish and it gets out of hand, nobody's thinking about that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I talked about it last week. I feel like a new variant is definitely on the way.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
People is just nasty, man. People don't watch. I'm a stickler for bathroom etiquette, and I watch. And I talked about this last week. And I said, you know, I'm not racist, but I keep catching two people. It's the white people and the foreigners. They nasty, man. They don't wash their hands when they leave the bathroom. They just don't. No matter what they doing, pee, deuce, they out.
Yep.
No washing of the hands.
Agree.
Out here shaking hands, eating chips. Nasty.
And they're
nasty.
They're not respectable of the people around them.
Yeah.
You know, even on a plane.
Yeah.
I just recently went on my way to St. Martin, and this lady, now that's a long plane ride. Please believe me when I say that 3.5 hours on that plane, when people coughing and hacking, and nobody have a mask on.
Yeah.
And, you know, they think because they're close to the window ain't open. So I don't even understand that whole point, you coughing at the window. It's still reflecting off, and it's still going to spread. Because we technically in a box. You understand? And it's just recycled air. Yeah. And nobody's taking to the account, and they coughing, they coming out the bathroom watching, because, you know, you can see everybody come out the bathroom, and they just going to ain't no paper towel, ain't no rubbing of the hand, nothing. I'm waiting. I said, okay, maybe when they get to they seat, they gonna have some antibacterial.
Yeah.
No, they sitting there wiping nose and putting their hand on
I was
the
real
thing.
ignorant during COVID. I used to walk up, people be coughing, and the movies were. I walk right over to them. Where your mask at?
Yeah.
Where your mask at? Put your mask on now.
I can definitely
Yeah.
see that.
And I will have extra masks. I will hand mask out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You ain't got no mask. I got
But
one
we
for
wasn't
you.
wearing the right mask though, right?
At first, you wasn't.
At first they weren't. At first
So
we
what?
weren't.
So what's the proper mask?
The N95.
The N95 joints.
But
Yeah.
who's walking around?
Nobody
with
was
the
walking. Nobody was walking. They was
You
walking
know what
around
I'm
with
saying?
them
At one
hankies.
point, we had to
Like, I
recycle
had-
Hankies with a
ours.
rubber band on it.
like this.
At one point, we had to recycle ours. So if I worked Monday and Tuesday, right, and I had my mask, I would put it in a paper bag, write my name on it. If I ain't working till Friday, that's the same mask I was using. Because, people were stealing the mask and it wasn't enough supplies, you know what I mean? So we had to recycle our mask.
So,
I don't
so
know
let me
if
ask you
could.
this. So far as and what you do now, what's the hardest part of your job? Like every day, like what's the hardest
Compliance.
compliance?
Compliance. I deal with mental health.
Yeah.
That's enough right there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like what I do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm getting to the point where I think it's getting time for me to bow out. The compliancy with patients, the compliancy as far as healthcare with all the cuts and everything, this, that, and the third. They don't want to cover this medication and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So then what happens? Patients don't continue their medication regimen.
Yeah.
They stop it.
Yeah.
Now you want me to fix it? Help me help you. You know what I mean? So that's the hard part, is just the compliancy of people taking their medications on a consistent basis. You can't force them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is, and it's like you want me to help. And sometimes too, what we're getting now is the residual of some providers that sometimes just throwing medications at people.
Yeah.
Not seeing if it was really working for them.
Right,
So
right.
now here I go, I gotta fix it.
Yeah. It's a lot of what I see. I don't know about you, Shy and Shawnee. It's a lot of unchecked mental illness out here, man. It's people are stir crazy out here.
Let me ask you this. So I have forever beef with this girl, right? And
From 1989.
from 2000.
I always say it's just crazy.
And she's in this field, right?
Okay.
Bat shit crazy. Do you hear me? I'm talking
Yeah.
about, whoo,
Yeah.
gone.
It's a lot of undiagnosed.
And she's at your level, right? I'm like, how?
Wow.
Yeah.
Can crazy treat crazy?
Well, crazy knows crazy.
Yeah.
Always.
Definitely
Crazy
can
because
identify it.
Yeah, listen, we definitely, and let me be very clear. With COVID happening and everything, everybody has a sense of some kind of diagnosis of anxiety. You know what I mean? We all have it, whether it may not be at that heightened part where we need to be medicated, but you're anxious about certain things.
Right.
Whether if it's your bills due, something's going on, you get panicky, right? Well, there is a lot of people that are undiagnosed, unfortunately, and something doesn't happen until something big occurs, and then we find out. People can play the role.
Yeah.
People play the role very well. There's a lot of people walking around here that has mental illness. You have doctors. I mean, I was in a program where I was treating people who were medical students. You understand?
Yeah.
These are people who are going to be out here performing surgeries, taking care of people, but they had their own mental illness going on.
Yeah.
But they know how to, either they know how to deal with it or they know how to suppress and keep it, because when they get in certain circumstances, different spaces, they know how to play the role.
Yeah.
Is it good? No. You know what I mean? I would prefer for somebody to say, listen, I'm dealing with my own.
Yeah.
I need to go see somebody. I know a lot. I know a lot of therapists. I know a lot of people that's like me that they on medications. You look on Instagram. There's a lot of like psych MPs, MDs that on there that's saying that they have their own medication.
Yeah.
Because it's better for you to be truthful with
I
yourself.
have my own medication.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We
but
know.
We know.
everybody, you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
know.
It's however you deal with it. Some
Right.
people use cannabis and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Because
Yeah.
like I went to the Loud House a couple weeks ago. Me and my girl went to the Loud House, and I was looking out the window, and I thought the nigga was shooting
You
a
ain't
music
supposed to say
video.
nigga.
I know Ninja. My bad. Was shooting up.
He's working on. He's a work in progress.
Music video. He was doing Chris Brown moves, Usher moves. He was killing it. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh, where the camera at? Then he just got on his bike and just went off. He performed for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I said, yo, man, people are out of their mind out here.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's gonna get worse. It's about to get worse because, like I said,
so what do you think the influx is, though? Because I see it more than people rapping to themselves, walking the street, dance. It's
so
crazy.
a lot of that is undiagnosed that has gone on for years now, and it's getting worse as the mental capacity changes, right? And the difficulties become even worse. Financial, I'm telling you, these financial crises that's about to happen, you're gonna see it increase even more. You know what I mean? Because look at it, it's already now. Snap hasn't stopped. But look at already people in preparation cutting up.
We gonna get into that. We
You know
gonna
what
get
I'm
into that
saying?
too.
So
And then too, because I go to sometimes when I'm in the town. I live in Wheatfield, but when I'm in the city, whatever.
Yeah.
My father's church is right over there on Delaware, so I usually go to that. You know that right there on Main, the Delta Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this cat I went to school with, he was a cool dude in school, right? Shawnee, he put up on me. He had a Cookie Monster.
Oh.
Hold on, listen. He had a Cookie Monster pajama suit on with the head. With the head on.
What?
Came up to me, asked him, I said, yo, what happened, man?
Right.
Full Cookie Monster joint. Man.
Wow.
Asking for change. I was befuddled.
Did you?
She said befuddled.
Did you give him some change?
I gave him some change. I just was like, yo, what happened? He was super
He might
cool.
be related to Lamar.
He might be, because he related to all
Right.
of them.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Full
it's crazy.
Cookie Monster joint.
I'd have bought him some milk.
Bless his
With the
heart.
feet. With the
You
feet.
say buy
and all
some
that.
milk?
Milk with
I
the
heard that
feet built
slider.
into the pajamas.
2%.
I said, yo, it's
tripping, bro.
nuts out here, man.
No, it
is
is.
crazy.
Unfortunately, all
Yeah.
jokes
And
aside,
And
all jokes.
driving.
He was
Exactly.
driving?
He said he pulled up
he
on
said
him.
he pulled up
Yeah.
on him.
Driving
Yeah.
in a Cookie Monster
That's
joint?
Cookie
Yeah.
Monster joint.
See,
Hopped
with
out
no-
on me. Knew my
with no-
name, and I don't even know how you remember me.
What if
Because I
he
don't
asked
remember his
you?
name.
Yeah, but you
What if
still
he
look the
asked
same
you
though.
How you get
too.
to Sesame Street?
I was thinking about that to tell you.
No, I would have hollered.
Word.
I
But
would've
yeah,
hollered.
it's unfortunate, and like I said, circumstances are going to exacerbate. You're
Yeah.
going to see more and more.
Facts.
And like I said, I don't know if y'all heard about it. I was down in Charlotte when it happened. A young lady on a train. The guy sitting behind her, he gets up and stabs her right in the neck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
I did
and
see that.
And she wasn't doing nothing. She just got on the train and sat down.
They was trying to say that was racial.
Well, and his family was like, he's been suffering
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
So Anna,
You know what I mean? So here you go, somebody that is not medicated or not taken care of, or he probably was medicated before, hasn't been taking his medications. So now he went into what we call psychosis, and he probably had this paranoia that everybody is against him or something, this, that, and the third. She could have just sitting down on the seat, could have triggered something in him, but you don't know. You don't even know what's out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody's dealing with different things, and different traumas is coming out. And it's coming out bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
so how do you relate to someone like, you got a relationship friend and you know somebody need it and you say certain things and they just, what you talking about, you and the doctor, I ain't listening. Like how do you get them to realize maybe they need help?
So I step away from the whole medical term
Right.
type of thing. Because my thing is, I always tell my friends that it does not help you, me being your yes person.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't.
Me telling you and condoning everything you doing, how's that helping you? But I'm going to come to you as a friend, like, yo, girl, you seem like you got a lot going on. You need to talk. If you don't want to talk to me, I know somebody else, or, you know what I mean? Just to talk to somebody. You're not saying that something, because sometimes you can't just automatically think it's something wrong with somebody. It's something that is bothering you.
Right.
You may just need to talk to somebody that's neutral. You know what I mean? That's how I talk to them. Like, I'm not about to be talking to you medically like, girl, I think you diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to say to, like, yo, if something bothers you, maybe you need to reach out to somebody and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not everybody goes to church. That's the first thing. If I know you go to church and I'm saying, talk to somebody in the church, but we know sometimes, let's be keep it 100. Church could be messy. The people could be messy.
They are, and
so
it could be.
You know what I mean? Your business end up being out in the streets quicker than somebody else thing. So that's why a lot of people don't go and do that. But I always make suggestions. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? But I'm also there to support you. But let me let you know I'm not here to make your life like I'm gonna be your yes person, because it's not benefiting you at all.
I respect
you know what I mean?
that. Exactly.
And that's how I feel like a friend should be.
Right.
Real.
Shani, I'm not gonna be your I'm just playing.
One of my best friends is a therapist, so she,
See, that's a
before
blessing.
my paid therapist
Yeah.
and my psychiatrist hear my mess, she hear it first.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I got friends like that too.
I got it 3 ways.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be a better Shani. Like,
I'm loving it. I'm seeing
and
the
sometimes
picture.
it be trying to people,
Just
like
the
I
water
said,
glowing. I'm seeing
people
that.
still holding people, and I always say since 1989, because I don't know why people, what you still mad at since 1990.
People bother me.
Why we still, and
I
a lot
don't
of it,
bother nobody.
a lot of it, we still have this crabs in the barrel mentality
Yeah.
We do.
in our community.
We do.
That when you see you doing good, they got something to say, and they don't want you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna support Shawnee's the podcast because it's Shawnee.
Yeah.
Half of y'all don't even know her, but y'all just because she's Shawnee that people know, think they know, they like, oh, I'm not gonna support. You know what I mean? And that's just the thing. That's why we can't elevate. Other races can.
Yeah. Oh, I see you doing your little podcast.
Yeah,
Say that.
me too.
Okay.
No,
See,
I hear that too because
podcast.
I got my podcast with 2 other people, and it's the same thing. I see you doing that, and it's like you could tell the support ain't there. So it's just like we're not gonna have no further conversation. But I'm trying to help the community. I'm giving resources and everything else on my podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm doing stuff to help you. But if y'all don't think it's for you to help, whatever. But as long as we in this same space, that we not helping one another, elevating this, that, and the third, we're going to be still in the same space, and we mad at other cultures because they do it.
Yep.
That's a
You
fact.
mad
That's the main problem with us, period, as a people.
Yeah, it's crabs in a barrel. I had a sign in my office when I was a director. On my office wall had no crabs in a barrel.
I know that's right.
Because if we going to, how we going to do, we want better, but we ain't doing better.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So don't try to bring down your fellow co-worker. Don't come in here trying to snitch and tell and this, that, and the third. You can have a conversation, and that's the problem too. We can't accept constructive criticism either.
That's it
We
right
think
there.
We think that it's you trying to tell me this, that, and the third. You think you
Right.
better than me.
You ain't my daddy, you ain't my
but
mother.
but it's all about approach too. So we
Right.
got to do better with that. But at the same time,
Right.
stop trying to take down your tell on thing because ain't nobody else gonna help you out. Let me just be very clear. You know what I mean? Because the struggles it took for me to get here, I don't want you to have to go through that. So I'm trying to tell you,
Right.
don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. I love
It is what it is.
All right, so before we transition to the next part,
All right.
if there's anybody out there who may have a family member who's struggling with mental health or things like that, what do you suggest that they do? You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they got somebody in their family that got some unchecked issues, and they feel like this person need to get some help, but they not. How do you feel like they
And
should
especially
go about
because therapy still is like
A stigma.
a stigma, with us. So
Yeah.
what do you do?
That it's the way you communicate it with that person. You know what I mean? Talk to that person like you do any other time. Like, yo, cuz, yo, girl, hey, you struggling with something going on, you know what I mean? I think you should talk to somebody. Even if you got to tell them you do. You know what I mean? Because some people are more receptive when they say, "Oh, you do too." You know,
Yep.
even if you didn't,
Yeah.
if you need that person to get to that place,
You
you
went
just
to
say,
counseling?
"Listen,
I did.
yeah, I went to counseling. I tried it for a minute."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I letting them know ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We got to
right.
get out of that stigmatization. Like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you, or
Right.
you know what I mean?
Pray
or that
about it.
right. You gonna stay? I
Sorry,
still
Todd.
say prayed up. I still say
gotta
pray.
pray, but
I
I
still
didn't
say.
say you can't. I
Pray
didn't say
with
you
your
could pray the
feet.
cray
My
away.
grandmother
I didn't
always
say
told
you
me
could
that.
pray
Pray
the
with
cray
your
away. I
feet.
didn't say that.
Yeah,
My
you still
grandma said,
pray.
pray with your feet. You still gotta talk to God, but you need to get the
But
feet to walk.
yeah,
Yeah, and God
exactly.
suggests you to be
Faith without
proactive.
works.
He
And
did.
that's why
Yeah.
God
Faith
without
people
works is
like
dead.
Yeah, you
doctors
gotta
in
work.
place
Right.
for you to go sin.
Exactly. But
Yeah, for
also,
sure.
that has to be your foundation because, again, people think doctors are not God.
Right.
You understand? So you still need that praying foundation
Yeah.
to say
Yeah.
this, that, and third because you can't expect they're going to fix everything. But making a suggestion and talking to your friend is talking like your home girl. I even suggested, like, listen, we always having these buffets and all this other stuff, and all why we going to this as a group. Let's talk about things. Hey, it's not even just mental health. It's like, girl, did you check your breasts?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation that me and my people's gonna have. Like, yo, let's have a thing. We doing these brunches. Let's brunch and talk about what we really should be talking about. You know what I mean? Hey, girl, you a therapist.
Talk about these breasts over brunch.
Right, but it's serious. But it's serious. You know what I'm
meals
saying?
and mental health.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
a good
you.
thing to have just to have a conversation.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah,
I'm
you can
telling
pull
you.
that together, then stamp that, because that's a good
gotta come
idea.
now.
Y'all need to do that with the men.
I was
For
gonna
real.
say you
Because
need
your
more
prostate,
men.
your prostate is a real exam, you
I
know.
check
I'm
my
gonna
prostate
say-
because I don't want no surprises.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that
My
too.
uncles died from
That's
my
another problem that I
cousins,
think
people.
more black men need to talk to
They
more
do.
black men
Yeah.
about,
How
because
your nuts doing?
when
That's
I
what they
said-
call it. How your nuts doing?
not even just that, your bladder and everything, because
real,
the
it's
thing,
all-
because being where I was working oncology,
Pause.
I'm seeing
Super
a
pause.
lot of people
Oh, yeah.
in young age. You know what I mean? We used to
Yeah.
hit, and we growing up, we think it was all older people and
50,
this and
60.
third.
Nah,
It's
cats
like
started
30,
out of here early,
it's
man.
people leaving
Yeah.
out of here early, and when I
Early.
see them, and they're like, "Man, you could have caught this
Yep.
months ago." But
Yo.
I don't want nobody sticking no finger in my ass.
Right.
And that. Stupid.
Yeah.
It's really stupid because it's
Talk
three.
about that.
It's stupid, but it is a thing, though.
No,
but then
no.
y'all gonna say pause
No.
after it. Like,
I
that
had to
ain't no
pause. It was
pause moment.
uncomfortable.
No,
That is
but-
not a pause moment.
It is a pause.
It's very
moment.
pause.
It depends on who's sticking their finger
No.
and what they doing.
No,
never
but
been-
listen.
I never been
No,
on all
listen though.
fours.
It's not. No,
No.
it's
No,
not.
I
But
went
it's
through
not.
it.
But it's
I
not
went through it.
always. That's not the only test. See, that's the miseducation.
Right.
You could get blood work as the PCA.
I'm with the blood work.
And
I'm with the blood work all day. Give me
Yes,
the blood
the
work.
doctor-
I
the
don't
doctor
want
didn't do the blood
nobody-
work
I
on
don't
me.
want
You
that.
got-
No, but
you
I'm
got a
saying
healthy
you
did the
prostate.
butt work. I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
we can do that with the blood
To the
work.
butt-
A finger
can't
don't
with
got to
you.
go on my rump, Shawnee.
How else are they supposed to
Supposed
get
to.
to your
Blood work, though,
prostate?
right?
They can get the blood work, but the thing is that it's not even 2 seconds.
I know, but
It's
it's
not.
it's
It
an
was-
awkward
You-
2
you're gonna
seconds.
have to
though.
throw up.
But why would? Okay, so look at it this way.
It's the
Listen up. But that 2 seconds of awkward could save your life.
It
Yeah,
could.
It could. It could.
You understand? We need to. We
I'm
need to
not
start.
saying
that.
We
I'm
need
not
to start
saying-
looking at it like that. You got to really say,
A female
listen.
doctor. A
But
female
see,
doctor can do
now-
it.
Man.
A female
I don't care-
doctor
I
can
don't
do
care
it.
if
A
it's-
female doctor can do it.
I don't
Okay,
care
so
who
even if it
just
is.
get it
It
done.
was
So
how
even
you
if
told
it
me
is-
to bend over and all like that. It was
So-
the tone.
And
So-
you tried to dim the lights.
Not the tone. It was your head.
Yo, did
He
he
was
try
like-
to
he
do?
was-
Maybe you need
Shawty,
to
Shawty,
know
Shawty,
that.
Shawty,
Oh,
Shawty, he
yeah.
was like, Mr. Howard, it's time. Yo, what? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
No, that was
I
your head.
need
That was the
you
voices in
to
your
bend
head.
over. Come on, bro. Like,
So
come
he
on.
put the dimmer on the lights?
He gave me the
Why he
tone.
dimming
I'm
the
like,
lights?
I felt so.
Why he dimming the lights,
That was
Shawnee?
bad.
Why he dimming the
Y'all
lights? Y'all
creating
want to say
scenarios in
something?
here. I'm not coming to
He
see.
has to
I'm
tell
not
you
coming to
just
see
tell me
you
relax.
mess that round.
No,
Okay?
but these are no, but all seriousness, this is conversations that y'all need to have because
Yeah.
it's things that could
Nah,
save your
that's
life.
real, that's real, that's
you know
real.
what I mean?
Nah,
That
for real.
just to communicate that with other people, that's thinking that. Just looking in the content, a couple seconds,
Yeah.
even if it
I
was
just
a
had
minute.
a colonoscopy not so long ago.
Yeah,
It was
you-
uncomfortable.
It's
but I got it
uncomfortable,
done, Shawnee.
You
but
was
it's
asleep.
but it's proactive.
I was asleep.
You
I was
was
in and
asleep.
out. I was
You
in and
was-
out.
You was asleep. when
You
you
was asleep.
You was asleep when that camera was
It's about yeah, exactly.
in and out.
You
You was
you was
in and out.
asleep.
You was
Like, that's
asleep.
my cheeks.
It
Yeah.
went so fast
be
you thought
pissed.
you was awake. And that's the same thing with that
Oh.
raggedy
It did.
prostate
It
of
did
yours.
go
Get it
fast.
checked.
Raggedy.
I'm gonna
Why I
check the
gotta be
prostate.
raggedy?
Get it checked.
I always
You gotta
do.
get
Don't
it checked.
Tell me, man.
Yeah, you gotta check definitely.
You
But
know
I mean, not
somebody
even
that I've
even
lost from it. You be
Yeah.
like,
Nah,
yeah,
that's real.
nah.
not even just y'all. Just talk to the young people that's in y'all family members. You know what I mean? Because it can save a life. I'm telling you.
Nah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Colon
But the young
cancer is
people,
something
they,
that
you
can
know,
be
they
really.
don't got no issue
yeah.
with the weirdness, so they, you know,
They
they
fight.
they
Yeah,
touch
but
each other
they also
booties and
don't
they
go to the
okay.
doctor.
Yeah.
They
for
for
the rectal
They
exam.
don't go
Don't
to
go
the doctor.
fast either.
Yeah.
Let's keep it. They don't go to the
A lot of
doctor.
it don't go. A lot of
If
people don't
rapper
go.
not saying go to the doctor,
No,
they not
they
going
not
to the doctor.
going.
If a rapper came out and said that was it, what?
And this,
The
but,
doctor be
but
lit.
you know the thing is just like the one,
Liar,
the
doctor
one
be like
black
the
guy
breezy
that's
bow.
he's like over it. He said the thing that's he always throwing like these car shows and stuff for like Roswell. He does to try to get more people. You know what I'm saying? More young people
Yeah.
thing, but nobody hardly shows up. And he's
Yeah.
the ones that show up don't look like us. And I'm like, how do we think? But women, we could tell them all day, and they're gonna be like, yeah, like
Yeah.
we fussing and this, that, and the third. But sometimes when it comes, delivery comes from another black man. It's different.
different.
It's
Yeah.
different. Just like mental health. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Even like like the one guy I know, Rasheem Powell. He throws.
That's my guy.
He does things at 1:00 on Saturdays. he has like a male forum, like it's all different ages, and just for men to really talk about different traumas and things like that, to have a conversation. You know what I mean? And it helps. Yeah. Because they have people from different age groups, people that look like them, to have a conversation and say, man, because a lot of people like our age and younger, they used to uncles say, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't going to go see that. So then when you see, right. So you know what I mean? Is they go and now they see people in that age group, they like, oh man, it changed the way of thinking. Right. You know what I mean?
So are you accepting new clients or?
Not right now. I'm taking like a break because, like I said, for me mentally, it was getting overwhelming with the thing. But I'm gonna in the beginning of the year I'm gonna start back up because I starting my own practice, so I'm building my clientele back up.
We'll come back and tell us when you do that.
Yeah, definitely, because you know it's the hardest paperwork. You know, you gotta go through the state, you gotta do all this, you gotta do Department of Education, you gotta do, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lot. People think it's just you could just start up and this and that, third. No, it's people watching you. Yeah, that you got to go
checks and balances.
That part.
So we're gonna transition. It was a question I had asked while Tiff was taking your spot while you was gone. You know, I'm stepping in for you.
She wasn't stepping in for me. She was here assisting you.
Yeah, but she was stepping in for you because you didn't female representation. She was.
Shawnee.
Never
start, man.
Here you go, Shawnee.
I don't need that.
Here you go. Welcome back, Shawnee.
Nah, but on a serious note,
mute that mic,
Negro. I'm gonna ask you and your friend. As black women, do you feel protected by the black man, and if not, why not? And then me and you.
Yeah, I definitely
how
say
we can maybe
please
help. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel, or
do you feel
not?
protected?
Or have you had points that you did, or talk to me?
Well, that's kind of a two-parter for me.
Okay,
so
two-parter.
I have like a village.
Okay.
So if something goes down with me, I know who I can call, and they come in with no question.
For sure.
Rather they related by blood or they related by God.
Right. Yes. Right. Yes.
So I got a village. So do I feel protected by my village? Absolutely.
Okay.
Because if one is unavailable, this one coming, this one calling this one calling this one.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
So yes, in that aspect. Right. But if I'm out somewhere and it's just, random guys around, I might not. So it's kind of like a yes and no for me.
Understood.
So so for me,
how about you?
Same as Shawnee said. Like I know people that I can make one phone call and they come in. Now I'm gonna talk in a relationship situation. Okay. Yeah. The relationship that I'm in now, definitely. Like I know he don't play about Tasha. He coming, protected. Is it an age group thing? Because he is older, you know what I mean? And he's old school. He has that old school mentality. I'm going to protect my woman. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing. He ain't let nobody invade that space of me or him. And I'm the same way. You understand? Yeah. Now, like she said, as far as the community, now, if he's not there and none of my villages there, do I feel some of these YNs? Yeah. If they see something go down, they pulling out phones.
Y'all might see it on Facebook before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all pulling out phones. Yeah. Are they saying, nah? Right. Y'all squash that. Nah, I don't feel safe when it comes to that situation. Right. Yeah. My head is on a swivel when I'm out. Yeah. When I'm not, if I'm not with him, if I'm not with people that I know that's gonna hold it down, my head is like this in a swivel because I don't feel that protection that I
don't feel that protection around the YNs. My head on the swivel too.
Yeah, your head's on the swivel because this generation is not. You know what I mean? Because even when we were younger, people used to get jumped, but that was their beef that they had and thing. Or I remember being out. We used to be at skating or something, and people used to be like, "Nah, y'all cut that out." Now. No, they pulling out phones. Yeah. Everybody want to see. We gonna make it live. You know what I mean? Your picture being taken and stuff like that. So what I do is remove myself from situations.
Absolutely.
I don't even go to certain places on a regular basis if I don't have that thing. Either you gonna see me with him, or you gonna see me with some type of village that I know if I go, that's that I'm good. Yeah. But I try to keep. That's why you, like you said in the beginning, I don't see you nowhere. Yeah. People are like, "Oh, you still live in Buffalo?"
People still think I live in LA.
Yeah, because the thing is, out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Now speaking of, now do y'all feel protected from black women.
Don't I'm gonna let you answer that first.
I mean,
If you call me, you know I'm coming.
yeah, for sure, and you vice versa. You already
Right.
know what it is. In the relationship I'm in now, it's the best relationship that I've been in so far. For the simple fact, we both grounded and we both walking the same way.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, I've had relationships where, you know, it was love, but we just wasn't, we was just different.
Not equally yoked.
Not
Wasn't
equally yoked.
You know what I'm saying?
Yolk was fried.
Yeah, yolk was definitely fried.
Yeah. But you were young too.
Yeah.
You got to look at it too. The young,
Yeah.
it's as we get older, you start to smarten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And know what really is where you really need to be.
Yeah.
And you realize the error of your ways.
Ways. Absolutely.
But I can honestly say too, when I was younger, I wasn't right either. You know what I'm saying? I was a wild, I was, doing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
we young.
I feel like as I matured, I now have learned the importance of protecting
Yeah.
the black woman. You know what I'm saying? And, just women, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because a lot of times too, like I had when I initially I brought that question up because Mill had joined in on that conversation too. These kids is being left unprotected. That's why we have the YNs and things of that nature, because they're unprotected. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a whole gamma of unprotection going on. You feel me? And it's just trickling down. But yeah, to answer your question, I definitely feel that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in where I'm supposed to be. You feel me? But
Shot.
so
Yeah, you see how I sound like that? Dang, okay. I would say as far as me, it just depends if it's family, some family. I feel like as far as relationship wise, I feel like it is that way until they ain't with you. It's like, and then once y'all depart, the same protection they had, it's not there. I'm a believer of I might not even like you no more, but if something happened, I'm not gonna stand there and watch it.
Yeah.
So do I feel protected? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because even in morally, I just be like, so why are we condoning this? Like I don't. I'll see like. Let me take that back. I feel like in certain situations, I see black women stand up for us. Like it's like even if I see artistry and stuff, it's some things I'm like, so you're mad at Diddy, but you're not mad at, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'll be like, when do we care? Even locally, you know what I'm saying? We won't show up when somebody dies on Delavan, but if a big name die, we are all outside.
People
So it's
have
like
selective outrage.
and I don't like that.
Absolutely.
So either be about it or don't.
Yeah.
So, and don't say you love the black man or the black woman. Like, listen, no one's perfect. We all have moments. So it's like, you love me when I'm good. You protect me when I'm good. Like, I'm going to protect my mom even if she pissed me off.
Right.
I'm going to protect my kids. Somebody come here right now and put holes in them.
Yeah.
I don't got to know Tasha. But I'm not going to just, and that's what bothers me. It's like she said,
Selective.
the phone thing. I would never pull out a phone, bro. I wouldn't pull out a phone.
Right. Right.
I'm
Not to
handling
record,
it.
at least.
I don't care if I know them or not.
Right. But like you said,
press
people
record.
do. That's an excellent point, that people do have selective
it's a fact.
outrage.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
We should be outraged, period.
Period.
And that's one thing they notice us as a race.
Because even I'm gonna say,
highlighted.
even when the top shooting happened, before we heard that it was a white man went in there thing, we thought it was just niggas acting up.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did.
Right? And people were going to go about their business and say it was regular. Then as soon as we found out it was a hate crime, everybody in the uproar. And I'm saying, why can't we, because not even a couple days after that, somebody got shot not too far away from Tops. Where was the outrage? Why are we not in the outrage when our own black is taking
When Devontae and John Aquarius shoot each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't nobody care.
No,
Nobody
it's
cares.
not. It's like
We just put on some
business
rest
as
in peace
usual.
t-shirts.
Yeah, and we go about our business, right?
And
But
wear 'em one
when
time.
somebody
wear 'em one
comes
time.
in, you know what I mean? Because one thing for sure, we are very accommodating of others.
Yeah.
Other races.
Yeah.
We are very accommodating.
Yeah.
Because had a black man went out to Wegmans on Dick Road
Jesus.
and sat there and talked
He would've
to any
died.
of those employees and said the things that he said,
Yeah.
they would have been. First of all, if he was lurking,
Yep.
police would have been on a drop of a dime.
Yep.
Somebody would have called.
Yeah.
Us, we are so
This man
accommodating
got
that
dressed.
he dressed and came, but he was there.
Outside.
But he was there before, the
Yeah.
day before, or whatever, having a whole
Yeah.
conversation, asking questions about and nobody said anything.
But he got dressed. Y'all seen him putting a military outfit on and nobody in the hood over here say, yo, bro, this
but that's
is
what
crazy.
I'm saying. We're so accommodating.
We are.
Of that somebody can come in, but us black men can't go hang out in front of Wegmans or Tops in
It's over.
Amherst or Cheektowaga.
It's
You
over.
know what I'm saying? So why are we not outraged when things happen in our neighborhood that happens to one another when it's black on black?
Desensitized to that.
Because we are.
But we
It's
have
taught.
we have to get out of that. Like at what point are we gonna get out of it?
We don't know how to.
We keep talking it.
Like you
stuck.
said, it's generationally passed. It was
yeah.
taught in slavery. Y'all gonna sit here and watch while we rape your mom, do this to your father. Like,
Yeah.
we were taught that, taught to hate.
But when
Feel
are we
nigga,
gonna stop
house
making
nigga.
that? But when we gonna stop
Right.
making that?
It's hard to. I'm not saying we can't. I'm
Yeah.
just saying taught behavior for so long. It's hard to just jump out of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's people don't
We
even
ain't gonna
realize
jump
they're
out of
even
it.
in it. They're just like
I
you
don't think
said.
it's hard. I don't think it's hard.
I don't think it's
It's people
because
don't even
I
know
think
they
we're
got
making
mental issues.
excuses.
It's not hard if you want to. Like the
True.
problem is we don't want to.
We
I'm
comfortable.
We comfortable
comfortable.
hating each other. We comfortable there.
Comfortable. We
It's a
And-
comfortable space
and
for
I
us
can
to
get
be
a
in.
check for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And that's unfortunate.
And that's unfortunate.
We've let money drive our community
Absolutely.
to the worst.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because even when you think all the way back, think about when like Section 8, when black man was there, they came in and said, in order for us to give you,
You can't.
Section
Have a
8,
black
you
man.
Can't be
can't
in the
have
house.
this man in your
Sure
house.
can't.
Can't have no shoes or nothing. So what happens? Y'all had that family, y'all was good together. You had to put him out for that money. So what he had to go find another house to lay at. Now he don't have kids over here. You understand? Papa was a Rolling Stone because he getting moved and kicked in this, that, and the third. So he gonna go where he's welcome. That broke up. That's one of the things that broke up our families because we chose money, monetary, over keeping the stability of our households.
Yeah.
And then
You understand?
multiply
Because
that with
prior
that
to
crack
that,
too?
yeah, in the drug.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we had that conversation in there where we was talking about great grandmothers that held it down
Yeah.
with little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cry about the little things that we don't have now, and they ain't have half
They
of
ain't have.
nowhere close to what we had now, and kept the family and stuff together. You understand? And it's like, why can't we go back to that thing? It's still we have generational trauma.
Yeah.
But at one point we gonna say, okay, enough now. Somebody gotta help. Somebody gotta be changed.
Yeah.
We can't keep using that as an excuse. No, if I'm mad at somebody white coming in my neighborhood and killing my people, I should be just as mad when two black men are killing each other, or black women.
But the thing is, they have something called data. So if they watch what they've done from bringing them to slavery, what works, they know when to implement it. Okay, it's like zodiac signs. They're not psychics. They just watch Pisces for 150 years, so they know what we like, and that's it. It's the same thing. All right, so I know how to divide. I know because Section 8 was originally like projects wasn't for us first.
No,
was
it
white
wasn't.
people.
Right.
So. But then they're like, okay, this works. They have data. They look at patterns and they say, okay, if we do this, we've seen this result. That's why they know percentages.
Yeah.
Okay. we do this.
But when do we-
numbers can be skewed. Number
Right, they
one.
can be.
Yeah.
Number two, black on black crime was made up. But they made it so big that people think it's a thing, right? So because the numbers are skewed, you think that we have more crimes than
They got
a
way
white
more than
neighborhood
us.
a white boy killing another white boy. But no, we
It's
just
all about
have,
proximity.
We have more conviction rates
Right.
because we have two justice systems.
And it's
course.
proximity.
So that's
If you
how-
got a group of black
right.
people around black people, the crime is going to be against
Yeah.
black people. If you got a group of
Right.
white people,
That's why black
crime
on
is
black
gonna
Because
be-
crime was made up.
nobody knew that SNAP benefits was mostly gained by
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We thought let's keep it 100. We thought
was us.
more blacks was on SNAP
And
benefits.
it's a lot of people with
not.
money
Medicaid.
on
It's
snaps.
not us.
It's people that's
Exactly.
living out here in these very good neighborhoods
Very good.
getting snapped.
Exactly.
Like, people never thought that.
And we never thought that because that's what it was. That's how we were
Right.
educated
Right.
to keep us keep that same focal point. Y'all the only ones that's benefiting from it, so continue to benefit from it. When it's not really us.
really not,
You
nah.
know what I mean? But at some point at some time, we gonna have to say, listen, take some accountability.
Yes.
Right, of course.
Yes.
I agree
You
with
understand? The accountability to say, listen, enough is enough. Because I'm telling you, we are a threat when we are unified.
Maybe.
that. And that's why they want the daddy out the house, like you,
You know
said,
what I'm
all
saying?
together. So if I say you're going to get this help, get the daddy out, it's really about, they
Yeah.
watched tearing apart, raping, beating, destroying, and the black families were still like, we're
Yeah.
going to make it
Yeah.
and sing.
We
And
gonna
they
make
said
it sing, and we gotta
this
get back
image is
to
something
that.
we never seen.
We got to get back to that.
We do.
Because we are a force. They
We do.
threatened by us
Yeah.
when we are like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at, even though it was a Target thing was little, but look how quick things was changing for them when we said we not going to shop there in a little couple months. They
Yeah.
start firing the CEO and all this other stuff because monetary, they know we're their biggest customers. If we unify in certain things, we could be definitely a threat.
Absolutely.
You understand?
And,
And,
they
that's
made
why.
sure that we so mentally weak,
Yes.
and mentally destroyed that we can't unify.
Exactly.
We can't. It's like no matter what we do, we cannot do this.
And yeah.
Unless it's
Because
foolishness.
it's always some
Unless
internal.
it's foolishness.
Yep, internal.
Always.
If it's some low
Conflict.
vibrational stuff, we can
Yeah.
come together.
All day.
Yep.
If we can come together for and no disrespect, but we can come together for a Charlotte weekend to take over Charlotte for the Bills game.
on.
Nigga, you could get a 1,000 niggas drones to come party and turn up.
Come on.
But we can't do nothing positive together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, sir.
It's a
Facts.
shame, man.
It's a
shame.
shame.
That it's like that.
Yeah.
You
It's a
I
shame.
agree.
It's
No,
like
I
that,
agree.
man. Only
I
for low
agree.
we
It's
can
real.
come
I
together
agree.
for low vibration. Anything high vibrational, we can't come
it's
together.
like it's
man.
too much for us.
It's too much. To
Yeah,
handle.
it's like it's too much.
And I love the
for us.
Bills, but they ain't want to be in Buffalo.
Nah.
So they want to be in Orchard Park. They ain't even. So let's. I
Come
mean,
on now,
we-
say it again.
I mean, I'm just being like, we gonna keep it
They
100.
don't want
And
to
they
be
not
at the
coming
rock
out
pile.
if somebody died.
They ain't want to be back at the rock pile, huh?
No, they
Yeah.
said nah.
Yeah, no.
One of them down by Paris, but yet and still, y'all still
Mm-hmm.
taking it down in buildings. Looking nice. Y'all could have had it there. They said no, we not doing it.
No.
So let's segue to that. So we talked about it a little bit. So what do y'all think about this EBT situation with how you feel about it, Shoni?
I'm just mad that the government gets the opportunity to shut down. I don't think they should ever have the capacity to shut down ever. Y'all get paid too much money. Y'all control too much stuff. I don't think y'all should get to shut down ever. I think you should work on weekends, overtime. Stay
Absolutely.
there 24 hours if you need to.
Figure it out.
Die of thirst,
Yeah.
do whatever. I don't
Right.
think you should get the opportunity to shut down.
Because even though it's shut down, y'all still taking vacations, which
Yes,
y'all
they
have
are.
to remember. It's the
Yes, they
same
are.
representative.
TSA, who ain't getting paid? Is it TSA or
TSA, they one of them. They not getting paid.
Yeah, like
They on
my friend
furlough.
worked for Social Security. She ain't getting paid.
Yep. Yep.
Department of Labor.
Yeah, like
anybody that's a government funded.
right. So
Over.
why do you get to be stupid enough in these chambers and not make decisions
Yeah.
on time, and then you get to just walk away and go home to your big old houses with your family,
Right.
and everybody else suffers?
Because your president wants to be a dictator. So
Yeah,
if
so
I
don't
shut
think
down all
that's
these
I don't,
things,
I don't like it.
yeah, to
I
me,
don't either.
it ain't about the snap. It's about the outcome. If you take snap out, if I'm a person who got 6 kids in the house, I work and a mother work, and we get $3,500 a month in food. You take that away. My kids got to eat. That's gonna cause people to go do what? Go crazy. Now they're gonna start watching Wegmans, whatever, to rob you of theirs.
That's why he
That's
wants
when
to-
martial law. can
That's
come
a
in. Now
martial
he
law.
can-
That's what his
that's all
motive
it
is.
is. It has
That's
nothing to do
all
with
it
us.
is. That's why he
Yeah.
wants it. That's why
And
he
if martial law
keeps
kicks in,
bringing
he
up.
has complete power.
Yes.
He don't need the government anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's
That's
bigger
what
than
it
that.
is because he keeps talking about martial law. He
keep
keeps
talking
talking
about
about bringing it, and now these states are like,
Yeah.
no. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, no, you ain't
like,
coming in
okay.
here doing that.
Yeah.
So now that he getting a pushback, he said, okay, let's start taking away things
Yeah.
that's gonna send people to do things
Of
that they
course
wouldn't
they
think. Because people are already talking about it. People are like, oh yeah, listen, they gonna be stealing.
Yeah.
They saying they gonna steal.
Did you peep?
know what I
Did you
mean?
peep how he got the ice dudes jumping on like regular American citizens now?
Yeah.
It's getting nasty
It's crazy.
out here, man.
But also I seen today there was an ICE agent pushed this lady on the ground, and the neighborhood came out like thing, and he jumped in the van. The ICE agent jumped
I
in the
seen
van.
that.
Yeah, and they was
Yeah.
throwing rocks and stuff. See, the thing is, it's gonna get real crazy.
It's gonna get real crazy.
Because what I think that this administration is forgetting, with all your racist epithets and all this other stuff, you're forgetting these YNs are not the civil rights YNs.
They
Nah,
don't
they
care.
not.
And I think they should, and and the old ones that's up there in the house and making all these changes. Look at them; they old as hell, and they come up from that civil rights time where they think we could say this and put this down and this, that, and third, and these black folks gonna go for it.
Nah.
No. They don't even respect one another. You think they're gonna? So what's gonna turn out is a race war.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I hope that doesn't happen. You understand? And it's gonna be outlaw. There's gonna be so much stuff going on that he wants to bring in the National Guard and do all of this other stuff. But what's gonna happen is that you're gonna put them at risk too.
Yes, you are.
You understand? It's just gonna get so crazy. Somebody has to come in and
get some order.
And get some order to say, yo, listen, we ain't gonna, because you know what it is? It hasn't affected them personally yet. You see these people that we voting in the office, these little council people and all this other stuff, when it start affecting their family members, that's when they gonna go to say, when they in a House representative, where they gonna say, okay, these Republicans are gonna say, sir, nah, because now Mary Beth is crying to him saying, I can't afford to do this, money, they're gonna take my house away, and this and third came up. Now the family members start doing the outcry. Then that's when it. But see, they feel like it's not personally affecting them,
like that,
so they
right.
don't feel they have the urgency to be on.
Right.
You understand?
That's how it
But that's
usually
what it
happens.
is. Yeah. So until that it hit them personally, then because once they see that it's going to get crazy and it's going to affect their family
Right.
members, that's when it's going to.
You see how they bum rushing the targets and all that, taking the.
That's what I'm saying.
Wilding, bro.
It's nasty.
It's gonna get. That's what I said. And when you bring in martial law, now people gonna be outcry because when they start with, when you got these KKK that's undercover under the mask, that's gonna want to feel like they at target practice now and start shooting at people.
Of course.
Now when people start dying, then now the outcry gonna get even more. Then everybody gonna be like, oh, okay. But now
We're too late.
it's gonna be, and then that's gonna be too late.
It's too
You
late.
know what I mean? So it's at this
terrible.
point, it's
And he
terrible.
talking about running for a third term.
Yeah,
like-
he's
Not running.
He's trying to change the Constitution.
Yeah,
just
to
so he
the
can.
just be in the
thing,
third
like
term.
they just
That's
letting this
why
man just
even the timing. We just talking about ICE. Isn't it crazy that he's talking about Super Bowl? They gonna do Babs Bunny? What you think they gonna do after that? They gonna get all y'all
I've been
Puerto
watching
Ricans out,
comments since they
and they
announced
gonna
that.
wait till y'all
And I've just been
done.
laughing at the ignorance.
They gonna get
of-
y'all.
The
They
comments.
hoping to get
Oh
y'all.
my
The comments.
God!
But I really believe in my heart, I could be wrong. I believe that he's setting them up. They all gonna come out, and then I ain't gonna have Super Bowl. and then
he
ICE
set
gonna
up,
get all
he
of them.
set up the Venezuelans,
Yeah,
the ones that
he
was merengue and cha-cha talking about they was Venezuelans for Trump. You see what happened to
You see
them?
what- right.
He said,
He
"Oh,
gonna get
okay,
y'all, right,
thank
Super
y'all,
Bowl.
thank y'all for y'all vote,
Thank you. Y'all
but
all
y'all
here?
going home." And now they all, wait. Then when they
You're
had
not
the
gonna
nerve,
make it.
but this is the thing is, because we have always done this in the past, the first thing that came out their mouth, we don't understand why the blacks are not standing up for us. They actually was coming on
seen
saying
that.
Yeah.
Y'all
that
stand
why,
up for us.
like, wait a minute. When y'all thought it was for, that was going to be against us, y'all ain't had nothing to say. Y'all was for Trump.
That means
Now
for
that it
Trump.
started to affect y'all, now y'all want us to come and stand, because we have done that in the past. We've stand up for everybody else,
And even when
they've
the man
gotten used
got
to that.
elected, I said, I don't want him to fail because we all fail.
Yeah,
If
right.
he start acting the fool that he
he's
is,
acting.
Right.
and it's just like
And
he
What'd
know
he do?
he know how
Christ.
far to go, because he could talk that, like, you know, he could keep playing with Canada.
oh,
Canada,
playing with Canada.
Canada can say, "Whoop," shut
they-
down this whole eastern seaport.
They on
He
their
won't
way.
even have for that little thing that he building on the second wing.
Yeah, the
he
gold
won't
ballroom.
even the gold ballroom. He won't even have electricity for that if he keep playing with Canada. But he knows how far to go. You see, he ain't mess with Korea, because that man.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he know.
Kim Jong-un?
He's
No, he know.
he's a spark
who to
waiting
play
to
with.
be lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He waiting for
ain't
that.
gonna touch
See, that's
him.
what I'm saying. He know
He
how
ain't gonna
far.
play with China either.
He not. No, he could say what he want to, but
He
you
ain't
see,
gonna
he
play with
backed
China.
off
Yeah.
a little bit
He
from
did. He
talking
said,
that.
let me calm
Yeah,
down.
let him calm
Yeah.
down a little bit. You know what I mean? But until he gets the reaction that he needs to get, he's gonna keep on with this foolishness.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's gonna keep
I
on.
just
with
wish
this
somebody
thing.
just like will cuss him out one good time. Like I be praying that like
Snatch his wig off and slap him.
just people in that MAGA, whatever you want to call that party. I don't know if it's Republicans or not anymore.
Yeah,
but
it's just a whole bunch
It's
of
whatever that
everybody.
party is, I just want somebody just to be like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Stop the bullshit.
Because
Like,
they all
enough
acting
is
scared.
enough.
But they all acting scared. They none of them have said. All of them are sitting there. Even when Elon Musk was on there, you see how fast he started to, that's what I said, it's power in numbers. Because soon as his sales and everything and people started dropping off their cards and stopped buying and stuff, then he like, whoa, I got to get out of here. Let me back off, because Tesla, they finance, it's their own finances. So when people was like, yo, dropping off cars, you losing money. Investors is like, yo, now, where our money
see
at?
what he did? They flipped it. Now he mobile.
Yeah.
He said, okay, cool, I got you.
Right.
So now I'm gonna go where y'all need me. I'm gonna get them towers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like, he doing all that.
He
like,
doing all that, but he saw
He did.
He had to get humble
did.
a little bit to see
he
this and
did.
third. And then Trump
still don't like
until
him.
I
I
don't.
don't know. I don't like none of them. You know
That's
what I mean?
definitely
Because
crazy.
you checking everybody else's green card. Where yours at, sir?
So let me ask you this, Shawnee. Everybody wants me to stop saying the N word, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just spew a couple things out that has happened,
Okay.
and I want you to look me in the eye
All
as
right.
my sister. Tell me, how can I stop saying the word nigger?
Don't listen. You already started bad.
Is he really asking that?
Don't
Now
say
listen,
the ER.
how can- okay,
I'm gonna
all right.
kick your ass for saying the
All right,
ER.
cool. All right, listen.
Now the
Okay,
A,
so
you good.
All right, cool.
ER is
So we're gonna go here because this is ER work. This is right here.
I don't
I'm
want
saying,
no
okay,
ER
all right.
nothing.
So the lady, did you peep this, Mel? Tell me if you peeped this shot. So a lady was working at the phone spot, right?
Yeah.
So the lady took her phone in to get a service or whatever.
Yeah.
The lady took her phone and
Cash
cash
App.
out herself.
Yeah. I see that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
did a nigga do that or a nigger did that?
That was a nigga.
That was a nigga.
ER is racist.
It's racist?
Did she do?
No, I'm just saying though. So nigga, cause
That's nigga shit.
Shaw my nigga.
No,
Yes.
That's Shaw my nigga, right?
Yeah.
You my nigga.
right, but I can say this.
Tasha my
but
nigga.
I can say
Bill my
it
nigga.
goes,
Nah.
it goes
Like
two
the
ways.
That's a nigger who did
No,
that.
it's not. It goes
A nigger
two,
did
it goes
that.
two
Negrito.
ways. Because I can say this is my bitch, but then I can say what's up,
Right.
bitch. So
Right.
it's two
So we
different
gonna go
things.
here.
Right.
Can we
It's
say
not
Negrito?
every ER.
So let me
Negrito.
tell you, was this an ER? Was this an ER?
I'm
Just tell
saying
me.
Negrito.
It's never
but I
an
won't.
ER.
Shaw, tell me if this was an ER. So the man was in the hospital, right? He took his IV out and sprayed the lady with the HIV blood in her.
Okay, he needed to see Tasha for
Was
some
that
mental health.
was that a nigger who did that?
No,
Oh, you
it's
gotta see me
nigga
for
shit.
mental
It's
health.
mental health nigga shit.
Mill.
Not
It's
mental
never an
health.
ER.
That gotta be
Mill.
an
Not
ER.
the mental
It's
health
never
nigga.
ER.
Yo.
It's not the
never
ER.
ER.
Yeah, the
Alright,
ER. The ER is definitely
It's the people
a negative
who probably gonna own you after
connotation.
you leave here. Now stop it.
Yeah, that's definitely a negative connotation.
Okay.
That ER.
NBA players,
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
NBA
gosh.
coaches
Yeah, that's crazy.
getting
man.
caught up in gambling. Y'all got millions of
That's
dollars.
niggas, man. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
got millions of dollars. Y'all.
Nah,
That's a them
that was
problem.
insane, bro.
You know, like let them
Listen.
do
It wasn't
they
even like
stupid
low
shit.
levels.
Like,
But
Chauncey,
listen,
Chauncey has made over 100 million. Like, what
But
is
listen,
the,
but look who was
Terry
back
Rose
behind
said
it.
160 million he
the
done
mafia?
made.
It wasn't even about them being caught. It was
Right.
the
Yeah.
government. They like, wait a minute, they still around? They've been
Right.
trying to get rid of the organized
Can't.
crime and
Forever.
still can't.
was like 4 or
Why
5
they-
mafias.
But
It wasn't
listen,
even one.
but why they ain't showing their faces as much as they showing the rest of them? Why they ain't showing the rest of them?
Because they was called the face cars. They set them up from the beginning.
Exactly. And they, of course, they making millions
They
or whatever.
people
Just
running
that third.
the
But
top.
but you got legalized. They don't legalize the gambling. So I'm like, okay, what? Because y'all didn't know about it is
Yeah,
why y'all
that's what
making
it
this.
But this is my thing.
right.
They
But
was
it's
winning
ghetto.
100,000.
Let's wait, okay, get away from the ER and just
Yeah,
say that's
all
some
this-
ghetto.
it's
nigga
ghetto.
ghetto.
All right.
Yeah.
I would
Cool.
before you move on. They was getting 100. Like, say if they tricked the games, whatever, they get 100,000. They was giving them $2,500. They was getting 2%. That don't make sense to me.
It don't
Nah,
make
it
sense.
don't.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
insane.
That's
That's some.
That's
some
Yeah.
uneducated only looking
But the
at
thing
just
about
getting
it
a little
is,
bit
how
of
can
the
the
pie
Bills, the
instead of the bigger
mafia,
picture.
maybe they didn't want to. They don't give you an option. It's like once you do one time, you don't know what they was threatening
That's
them
like the
boys with.
cartel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ain't
don't-
getting out of.
You ain't getting out.
You ain't getting out of.
Greed,
But
greed.
but stop putting yourself in those
Yep.
those
Exactly.
those,
You
shouldn't
those
say, I don't got-
spaces
I don't
that
even
you
know
needed to
those.
be
You
in.
don't need it.
You ain't need it.
It's greed.
You retired.
Damian
Sit
Jones,
down.
you texting LeBron, your man, he
Yeah,
allowed
that's
you to be in
crazy.
his circle.
That's
he said,
crazy.
yeah, man, I'm so injured, I'm not playing tomorrow. You text him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You gonna ruin that.
Yeah.
Who kept you relevant? Who got you that? Come on, bro.
Now. That's it's insane.
That's insane. That's
greed.
Health.
That's greed.
That's greed.
That's greed.
Now your brain is skewed. You can't think correctly because all you see is this money.
Money, dollar signs. That's going to take you to money is the root of all evil.
Every time.
Go back to your foundation, sir. But you already got the money. You sitting. First of all, y'all got residual money.
Right.
Why? I don't understand that. Do your investments, whatever. You can get on a couple commercials or whatever. Just stand there a couple days.
Tyron, Lou, all these names come. I'm like,
yeah. Where y'all been at? Chauncey, where you been at? Y'all been gone? Anybody been thinking about y'all?
No, Chauncey, the head coach of the Blazers.
Yeah, but I'm saying, nobody been thinking about y'all.
Chauncey got people in the NFL caught up in it now.
I know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, y'all got people. Y'all got people caught up. Y'all doing stuff that people was like, okay, you the coach,
Right.
and that was it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no Phil Jackson.
Right.
It was a coach. They know
But
you
you
was a
got
player.
insight,
But you
'cause
had
you're the
insight
coach.
because you got a coach. But everybody was suspecting your space.
They did.
You should have just sat your butt down
They did.
as one of the players
roll
that we
out
needed.
in the
Roll
sunset.
out. That's it. But y'all
You
got to
make
be
everybody
greed.
else life crazy. Your kids, your wife. Like, do you understand how much that don't affect
Domino effect of
everybody?
bullshit.
Now your
And
daughter
then-
going to school. Your daddy, like, you can't stop that.
Man, because they ain't going to stop.
Okay, two more things before we get out. All right, the first thing is what you think about the Kevin McCall and Chris Brown situation?
What happened with that? I don't know.
Kevin McCall was crying.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Chris. Like,
What? Come on, Chris.
Nah.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you
nah,
that.
come on, Chris.
Look at
Chris.
Shawty.
The man,
Come on, Chris.
the
what?
man did help you write some of them hit songs.
You know how she
He
goes.
helped
helped
him
you.
write
He
some of the
helped
his
you.
songs.
Nah,
When? Nick,
nah.
give me a year.
It don't matter. He should have.
It's time to elevate and
He
grow.
definitely
and
should've helped.
But I'm gonna tell you what he did though. I'm
No.
gonna tell you what he did though.
No.
I'm
What
gonna tell you
was
he did.
it?
Nah,
I felt the same way. I felt the same way you felt until I've been watching how things been playing off over the last couple of days. This is a rollout for him. Like he capitalizing off of
He's
it.
trying to get more.
No, but you know what he did though?
He made a song.
So he put a new single out.
Yep.
Ray
He
J
did.
hopped on it, right?
Yep.
I heard.
Hold
it.
on.
It was okay.
Then Omarion went on Joe Buttons and previewed 2 songs that Kevin McCall wrote for him.
Yep.
So this is like he was very smart. He knew
Yeah.
this was
He
gonna
was.
happen. So he working on the album right now. So this is he was smart about how he
But the
did it.
Brown album about to come out too. So
It
we
is.
gonna see. So we
Yeah,
gonna
it
see.
ain't gonna-
So what was the issue? I didn't
So
hear the
the
story.
issue
He's
is-
trying to say he's on food
He
stamps.
he was on this podcast saying he's on EBT.
Yeah, he said all
and
that.
this and third.
His
And,
is over. That's why.
yeah, and he basically said that Chris Brown
It's a publicity stunt.
owing money pretty much.
He been saying it for
Publicity
years. though.
stunt.
Yeah, but that's all it was.
Yeah, but he been saying it for years. He has. Ever since they separated, this all he talking
Yeah,
about. is
but
Chris
I
Brown.
am gonna say this, Sean. You ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but
Say it.
But I'm gonna give you the receipts. Chris Brown stole that dude's style, man.
He did.
He stole it. Cause I'm listening to the news. I'm telling you,
He stole
he
it,
stole
bro.
his style, man.
Been saying that.
And I hate saying it. I hate saying it because I love Chris.
He did.
So
But he
He
stole
made
his
it a hot line.
sound.
Made it a hot
He
song.
stole his sound, man. He
That's
did,
what it is.
man.
He
He
took it
did.
and
He
said,
stole
"But you
it.
can't do my range, and you don't dancing." That's what he did.
okay, and let's just say that's true, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that's true.
Yeah.
Even if Kevin would have did it, he wouldn't have
Nah,
been.
he
He wouldn't have
definitely
been
wouldn't.
Chris
Absolutely
Brown.
not. Of
Right.
course.
So okay, if he
I'm just
did,
saying he
all right.
did.
If
But
he
it's a lot.
did,
It's a lot of.
that's
It's a
fine.
lot of
He definitely
musicians
did.
that's out here done took from other musicians.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
we could,
definitely.
I mean, if we go back, we can even say like Nicki Minaj stole Lil Kim, and
She
I mean,
did.
let's keep it
She
100.
did
I don't
steal
care
it.
what she trying to say
Cardi B
Because-
is still
Another
nobody.
one.
Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B is
Nobody,
she just hurt
She just
herself.
herself.
Nicki definitely, because if
She
you go
did.
back to Kim
Yes,
thing with the
sir.
pink wigs and all that
Oh,
other
the
stuff,
whole
her
Barbie
style, that
thing was her- the whole
come
Barbie
on,
thing was
you
Kim.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
artists have done that because a lot of the record labels, that's what they do. They like pick and choose. Like back in the day, they used to tell, "Oh yeah, y'all part of the group, but." Your
This
voice,
one,
your
yep.
voice sound better. Maybe you might be all right solo, and they know how to break that
They
up.
do.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And they cause that division,
They
and
do.
you get to that
They
point. And even though y'all started out together, and y'all styles was the same, but here we go. We think we can make more money off of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He can be more of the
And
golden
they-
boy.
He's a better artist.
and
He's a better
he's
artist.
He do
he's a
way
better-
more.
He's a more.
Yeah.
He's well rounded.
Yeah, yeah. So
And
that's
he
what they
got the
do.
look. Ain't nobody
For sure.
checking for no damn Kevin.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The look is not what keeps relevant.
I'm keeping
it's
it
the
real
music.
with you. That boy is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That don't keep him relevant though.
We can't argue that with you.
Even if
That
the
nigga
song
is
is
relevant.
bad, I'm fine.
No,
with it.
that's right. No. His fan base is a lot of women.
No, it is.
Chris Brown is because That is a nice looking boy. He's a
Yes.
nice looking. I'm gonna say boy because he's younger than me. He's a nice looking
I don't
boy.
care. That man is fine.
Okay, all right, we off that. Cause you about to go to you
I'm not-
nasty.
I'm
You
just
older,
telling
you
you.
nasty.
Hey,
I'm not 14.
Oh, wait a
You
minute.
just came back. You
Hey,
older.
old and
Did he say we old and nasty?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
nasty.
But I'm not nasty though.
Act like
You old and nasty.
and
Oh,
you
now
middle-aged
she
too.
old and
You
nasty.
middle-aged too.
Whoa.
Yo,
Nah, that's your love. I'm old and nasty and shit, right?
Y'all.
Wow.
Nah, on the roast. Be brief and brilliant, cause we on the clock. You're gonna give us that look in a minute. So, give me a brief breakdown of the verses, cause I didn't watch it.
Oh, talking about the No Limit Cash Money.
what was your
I'll say my brief breakdown was it was dope. Master P to me, they won clear. It was a lot of unification. A lot of people who hadn't seen it in a long time still around them. The songs Mia X, man, she really showed female like why she should be respected more because she don't get mentioned enough.
Right.
She was fire. Juvenile saved Cash Money. They would have died. I didn't like Baby's comments towards Turk at the end. He brought the negative energy. But yeah, overall, I didn't like that they cut it too. They cut it mid battle. I thought that was messed up. Other than that though, it was good, man. It was good. And it was a lot of people who didn't know about like the sandwiches. They heard it. I heard that. Yeah, a lot of people took a lot of stuff from No Limit too. So yeah, it was dope. Snoop came out.
So No Limit clear.
Clear.
All right, clear victory.
Clear.
That's what the internet said too.
Clear.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here,
Are we gonna talk about the Nugget?
you want to go there? I was trying to save you.
How many minutes you got left?
I want to invite. What's his name? Drake.
Drake. Yeah. What's
Is his name David? Drake.
I don't know.
No, Drake is his last name.
Oh well, I want to invite him on the pod.
Please come on the pod.
Please come on the podcast. I will have
What is
Todd
his
sit
first
backwards if
No,
you
but
come.
I don't have. Let me make this clear.
Yeah,
I don't
Tyler.
have an issue with homie.
Right.
I just had an issue with rats and maggots and molded food. And
But that's why I want him to come on because
Wait a minute. When did the maggots come in?
yeah,
You ain't see
it
that?
was-
You
it
ain't
was-
see that?
No. Listen, I try to stay. Listen.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let somebody show me. I wasn't even on. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
wild.
Really?
And
And so, Tasha, let me just give you a backstory while you're here. I used to eat there every Friday, faithfully. I never
Yo,
got
you
sick.
might need because you a doctor.
I never
she
got
need the
sick
blood work done.
or nothing, right?
He said
Until
blow.
I seen the video on
Sit over there.
Facebook.
She needs
And I've been like sad a little bit
Yeah.
because I can't eat there no more.
Right, because of the
They definitely made enough money off of me to fix what they needed to
To
fix
fix.
in the inside.
It
You
depends
sad
on.
about
Because
yo,
I faithfully ate
Yo,
there
she
every
texted me-
Friday.
Really? I didn't even know they had. I didn't know you can go and
she
eat
said
there
she
every
was
Friday.
feeling down milk because she couldn't eat there.
I was sad.
After all she still
Because
want to
it
eat there.
would be late night. It'll be 11 o'clock at night. I'll be like, damn, I know Nuggets still open. Let me get me.
Really? I didn't even know that they. I didn't know that.
DoorDash. So it
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
it hit every time. I never not
It sure
had
did.
it hit.
It sure did. You got liver damage.
I might.
No, listen.
I might.
I'm telling
I
you.
might, but I'm
Listen.
saying.
Feeling shot
I'm
is
I didn't
very
realize
sad.
it was all of that. It was on the internet.
Yeah.
It wasn't AI, was it?
No,
It was
no.
him.
Somebody got fired and
You
posted.
gonna blame me? You gonna blame me for it?
He gonna blame me.
He might have set that up. He probably
Yeah,
know.
He died went higher
He
than.
might
Really?
know the person who filmed the shit.
But the thing about the whole thing is, even the whole consistency in the city was like Rock wasn't lying. Even how he was saying it, like no one said, "Well, you're lying."
Nah, it's just
Everybody
I just told the
defended it, but
truth.
no one said it was not Raxit. No one ever said
Yeah,
that.
Nobody
the
said
No
that.
video-
one never
the
said he
video
was lying.
made
They
me
just didn't like
sad,
how he
'cause
was
I'm like,
doing
Yo,
it.
dang.
MC Light was so traumatized
Don't
from
do
kicking
that.
rats.
You're
No, I'm gonna tell you what
lying.
happened.
Now you're
No,
lying.
I'm dead serious. She was so traumatized. No,
Jesus
yo, did you see the new footage of her? She tripped because she thought she was at another establishment performing, and she thought she might have had. I think she had like PTSD from a stage.
PTS
You're
rap.
making
Yo,
it
so she
up.
tripped. She fell. Did you see it?
I
No,
seen
she
her trip.
fell.
I seen her.
It might have been
I seen her-
AI.
And they interviewed
It
her
ain't
after.
had
She said
nothing
it's
to
because
do-
of the nugget. She said she thought she saw rats when she came out.
That's
So she came
That's
too
a
early.
lie, Todd.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna see if I
telling
can
you
get a
what
statement
happened.
from her.
That is a lie.
Did you
right there.
That
I'm trying to tell you.
That was a
She
lot.
got
PTSD for the rat she had to kick when she was here performing Roughneck.
That is
No, wait a minute. Wait. Time out.
He's lying.
She's lying.
She
That
said
is
she
a
had
lie.
seen rats when she was here.
Yeah, she was kicking them while she was performing.
He's lying. Don't
I'm
believe
dead
that.
serious. She was
He
kicking
might
rats
need-
while
he
she was
might need to sit
performing.
on your
No.
She even put it in her verse. She said,
That's a
Yo,
she just gotta get a
kicking
mouse
them,
trap.
bro.
listen,
Kicking
now we
rats
know.
is like the
She said
wildest
y'all need to
thing.
get a mouse trap. She was supposed to say Roughneck. She said y'all need to get a mouse trap. That's what
Wait
she
a
said.
minute.
A rough rat. She got a
No.
rough rat.
No,
I
I'm
gotta get a rough trap.
I'm going back to Nugget because they gotta get a mouse trap.
I'm telling you.
That's what she said.
Wow, we done.
tomatoes. Boo.
All right, man. You can follow me, tylermar.com. Where you at, Shy?
Yo, man, I'm on IG, man. DJ King shot everything. Man.
Tasha, where can they find you at on?
Well,
social
we
media?
have because we on my own podcast. So
Yes,
me and my
say it.
2 friends, it's the Stir 716.
Okay,
It's on
okay.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple, everything.
Tell mama say hi. I like
Amen.
that.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Where you at?
And I'm back.
.com.
That's why I send IG.
Yes.
We out of here, man.
Hey.
Stay away from the nugget.
I'm out.
Oh, see? You all the way.